Welcome to the Fresh Start podcast with Aaron and Chloe.
Here's some of our favourite moments from the week.
I tell you what, Aaron, I heard what I'm going to call the least romantic proposal story I've ever heard. It was a shocker.
Let's have a listen.
We'd been together for 3 or 4 years, had dated. She's volatile. I got a ring. I had planned on doing this, and I didn't want to really sort of plan out an event or make it a big deal. So I picked a fight. You know, it was early Sunday morning. I was like, why are we together? What are we doing? And if you start a day like that, it can only get...
I thought you meant it can only go up.
No, because then she's in her head. It became a day of just completely butting heads. And by the end of it, she was having a glass of wine, we were outside, and it became almost a yelling match. And while she was up and doing this, I got on one knee with a ring. And she said, is this real?
I'm sorry, I've heard that a number of times now, and I'm still angry. I'm still angry when I hear that.
Oh, but Chloe, he created emotional drama. He was able to turn a weak moment into a beautiful moment.
He starts it off by describing her as volatile.
Yeah, not a great way to start a story.
I wonder why she's volatile, mate, when you're picking fights in order to propose. It's funny. I think everybody who's married has a different proposal story. And while we celebrate the best ones, and we hear those stories a lot, there's a lot that are either, as the kids say, mid, with not great, to poor proposal stories. We loved some this morning.
Yeah. Do you have a really kind of underwhelming, unromantic proposal? Now, that's not an indictment on your relationship. You could be happily married. They might be the person of your dreams, but maybe the proposal itself, meh.
Well, the headline of that story, which I'm deeming the worst proposal in history, is that they have been happily married for 19 years now. Wow. I would have thought that was impossible. that relationship was doomed from the beginning. No. They are going strong. So a bad proposal doesn't mean anything about the relationship, apparently.
Yes.
And how about this? We just spent weeks traveling through beautiful parts of Europe. I kept expecting a proposal at romantic locations.
Yeah.
Instead, he finally proposed in the car while driving through an industrial area on the way to the airport. Do you think he planned to and he planned to and then it was like it's nearly too late now?
Maybe he was really up for the surprise because there is something in us men, I think, where we love a good surprise. And I wonder if it was like, it's too obvious. And then either he left his run too late or he was just going completely countercultural. Eiffel Tower, been done. Industrial estate on the way to the airport.
While driving. Oh, goodness. How about this? I walked in the door from work, still carrying my bag, got my coat on, and my boyfriend immediately proposed before I put my stuff down. I said, can I just take my coat off before I answer? And apparently they still laugh about it nearly 20 years later.
Oh, love that.
Yours doesn't fit in this category.
Oh, I went very romantic.
Although it nearly went really wrong.
So my wife and I were on our way down to Sydney for a date to go to the Opera House to see a concert. And we'd had some ups and downs and been through some tough things. It's taken me a while to get my act together. I had come to a place where I'm like, yep, this is it. I've got my stuff together. I've decided I'm going to marry her. Mm-hmm. Hadn't quite communicated that to her yet because, well, you know, so planning the proposal.
For how long were you dating and you were like, I'm not sure?
So there was probably about 2 years of...
Whoa.
No, there was a while where we were kind of dating, not dating. Then we were dating and then I just was like trying to, I don't know.
So she was what, in her mid-20s?
Yeah.
Mid to late 20s,
yep.
And you'd been dating for years,
yep.
And you still hadn't gotten your act together to decide, I'm 100%.
All on me, right? All on me. I just had my own insecurities and stuff I had to deal with.
So no wonder in the morning she was just like, I don't know if I can take this anymore.
Well,
you are a good woman, Liz. You are a good, loyal, faithful woman is all I can say.
So what ended up happening was, we'd actually even broken up a few months earlier for a bit, like not fully, but we're like, we'll take some time. And it was for me to like really reflect on what I wanted. And so I'd come to this place of like, I know I'm in, I'm all in. And I had sort of communicated that I was in, but obviously I didn't want to give up the fact that I was planning the proposal. So we went down. And I'm talking, I've organised friends to go down to like ahead of time. They've set up this beautiful picnic in the grounds of this government house there in the Botanic Gardens at Sydney, you know, recreating like this Doctor Who meets Pride and Prejudice.
Good, very romantic. Tick, tick, tick.
Then we're in the car on the way down and it's where is this going?
Well, I mean, now that I know the backstory, I don't blame her.
What am I meant to do though? Because obviously I've got the instant ace up my sleeve of I'm about to propose, but I can't give that away.
So
do I lean into it?
So for how long was it between buying the ring and proposing?
About 2 months, September to November.
And during that time, you didn't really give clear indication that you were heading towards proposal.
I had indicated that I was committed to the relationship and that was generally where we were heading. Mm-hmm. But I think because it had kind of been my position before, she maybe was still questioning like what's happening.
Is this real? Is he going to break up with me again?
And it was Then I did face that dilemma of. Do I lean into the fight? Do I do what this guy Scott Foley did and almost like make it seem even more unlikely that proposal's coming so it's even more surprising? I did manage to just kind of dampen down the argument a bit, but in the end it was okay.
She just we scrapped that thought and
I managed to move it along. And I'm in. Yeah. Hey, we've got a caller.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Hey.
Hey Cal, have you got an unromantic proposal story for us?
Well, kind of. It was a little bit embarrassing. So we're at Scotshead Beach. The setting's beautiful. Dolphins are swimming in front of us.
So far romantic.
Yeah, I'm trying to fish, but I had the ring in my pocket, and I'm jumping around trying to not get the ring wet. Anyway, I built up the courage. I finally proposed. A random came down and took a photo. 13 years later, I find out that she actually knew I was going to propose that day because she seen me get the ring out of the bag before we went down the beach. So all this time I'm thinking like, I'm packing myself, you know, like, am I doing the right thing? I'm going to do it. This is so cool. 13 years later, she tells me that she already bloody knew.
Do you know what? I'm really glad that you didn't bail, Cal, because that would have been so confusing.
I felt like bailing a few times in the 13 years, but it's all good.
Hey, we're all on the same page, Cal.
Well, that's our show. Thanks for joining us this week.
You can check out more of the fun on socials. Look for 99.7 on Facebook or Reema Newcastle on Instagram. Check out more of Reema's podcasts at reemafm.com.au.